In this video, I'm going to show you some of the trails at the Forks Area Trail System, which is in South Carolina, just north of Augusta, Georgia. So I'm on my way back from West Virginia, and I stopped here for the night. And I'm going to show you two trails that I've never ridden before. So I made a video last summer of riding here, and I did not ride Big Rock and Tower. I'm not sure if I rode Deep Step. So we're going to take Deep Step over to Big Rock and Tower, and you got to ride a road and a gravel road to get over there. All right, so we're starting from the South Trailhead parking lot, jumping on the single track. We're going to work our way over to Big Rock. We're going to take a right on this Deep Step skinny connector and go over to Big Step and take a right. Last time I rode here, it was super hot and humid. Today is beautiful. It's 59 degrees when I started. Nobody in the parking lot. It's a Tuesday morning. Okay, now we're taking a right on Deep Step. And this will take us over to the gravel road that takes us to Big Rock and Tower. Looks like we got to get on the road for 3 seconds and then back on the trail. Again, this is the Deep Step Trail. I don't think I've been on this one before either. I did last year, I can't remember. These trails have really, really good flow to them. What I like about these trails is that they're good for beginners because they're not technical, but they're still really fun for people who have been riding for a while. Still on Deep Step. It's a fun trail. So we just turned right onto Deep Step Road. There's a connector I could take, but I wanted to take a little bit of a shortcut to get over to these other two trails. So this has got a decent little shoulder on the side, not too much traffic. Looks like according to the map, it's about 2 miles to get over to the other trails that I want to do. So there's the connector trail that I could have taken to get here, but I just cut off a few minutes. Coming into McCormick County, known for its spices. That's a joke. Okay, so now we're turning right onto Forest Service. What is that, 661? So I was only on the paved road for less than a mile. Now we're on gravel. Okay, so now we're arriving at the North Trailhead. This is where Big Rock starts. It's a good little gravel road. It makes me wonder what the gravel riding is like around here. Any of you locals that may be watching this video, let me know. Is there a gravel riding scene here? So the single track actually starts about 50 feet past the turn into the parking lot. So we're gonna go, this is Big Rock. So Big Rock is 3.5 miles, Tower's 3.5 miles. So we got about 7, a little over with the connector over here. So we're gonna take this trail over to the connector to Tower and then ride Tower. Tower will be just one big 3.5 mile loop back to the connector. So brand new single track for me. Man, what did we do before Trail Forks and MTB project? Guess it just had to rely on printed maps. Now we're climbing. So if you've never ridden out here, this trail is kind of what I consider foothills. No long climbs or long descents, but you got some good, maybe 2-minute descents that are super fun, smooth, flowy, and the climbs aren't too bad either. Maybe 5 to 8 minutes max for a climb here. Got some rocks here, easy to the left, difficult to the right. I'm gonna assume this is why this is called Big Rock. We're at mile 1.5 on Big Rock and crossing gravel road. I think we're gonna see the connector coming up here in a minute. So now we're at the connector over to Tower. When we come back, we'll come back to this exact spot and we'll just continue on Big Rock and finish up that loop. So now we're at the intersection of Tower. We're gonna go left because on Trail Forks, it has arrows that show the trail going clockwise. So we'll come out right there in about 3.5, 4 miles. Trail conditions are pretty dry today. Looks like this place handles rain really well. It's got a little bit of sand. So when I do trail rides on these videos, I like to say kind of what type of bike would work best for the trail that I'm riding. And on this trail, cross-country bikes or down-country bikes would be ideal. Shorter travel trail bikes, you know, like 130 in the front, 120 in the back would be fine. Anything more than that, it's going to be overkill and you're going to be overbiked. You'll still have fun, but not as much fun on a shorter travel bike, in my opinion. Big Rock and Tower are just a little bit more overgrown than the trails over by the South Trailhead. I would imagine, since you ride or drive or ride a gravel road to get here, probably not ridden quite as much. Now I'm thinking back about how hot it was when I rode here last time. It felt like Florida summer when I was here last time, which was like mid-August. No, late July, early August. So if you're not familiar too much with riding in the Southeast, I would say April and May and October are probably the best months to ride here. May can be a little warm, but it's not the insane humidity that can come in June, July, and August. So according to Trail Forks, there's a little over 1,200 feet elevation change on this Tower section. Tower loop, I should say. Yeah, definitely a little more overgrown over here, but not too bad. However, middle of the summer, it could be pretty overgrown. Again, anybody who's local who watches these videos, let me know. Do most people ride over by the South Trailhead, and are these trails less maintained? Switchbacking up this climb. This is the biggest climb so far. Love it. Man, bushwhacking on some of this. So again, I'm going clockwise on this trail. From what I could see so far, it looks like counterclockwise is probably the better choice. Just seemed like it flowed better that way. This section seems like it's just slightly downhill. Should be getting pretty close to where we started this trail. Okay, we're back. The miles kind of go by quickly out here. That was 3.5, maybe 4 miles, and went by pretty quick. All right, so we're gonna take this connector back over to Big Rock, finish that back out, and then finish at the north trailhead area, and then go back over to the trails on the south side. All right, back on Big Rock, but first of all, we're gonna take a food break. Nice little bench here. It's nothing like mountain biking. Being out in the woods by yourself, chilling out and eating a lar bar. Love it. All right, continuing on Big Rock Trail, a little berm. This trail is not quite as overgrown as Tower. Never saw a tower on Tower. Did see a Big Rock on Big Rock, but no tower. Maybe I just missed it. You can really pump these rollers. Really, is there any sport better than mountain biking? In my opinion, no. Second for me is kayaking. Difficult to the right. Oh, I love it. It's a cool section. Again, new to me. That was a tight turn. Some emergency pine tree avoiding braking. Oh, it's just like the faster you go, the more fun it is. So still on Big Rock. Should be coming very close back to the north trailhead. All right, back to the north trailhead. So we'll go back down the gravel road and then find the connector that goes over to Deep Step and finish that one out. All right, back on the connector, going over to Deep Step. If you do the connector, you're only on the paved road for like 2-3 minutes max. All right, so we're intersecting Deep Step. That connector was a little longer than I thought it was going to be, so I'm glad I did not take that to get over there. So we're going to go right on Deep Step and finish this out. Always nice to see a restroom. Is that legit? Yeah. Back to where I started deep step, and we're going to take this connector back over to the parking lot. Back to the intersection right by the trailhead. So I'm going to end this video here. So that'll wrap up this video of riding deep step, Big Rock, and Tower at FATS, or Forks Area Trail System. I made another video of riding Great Wall, which is a super fun trail. So check out my channel for that one. Thanks for watching.